Hello, all. Welcome. First, we just want to take the opportunity to thank you for your time in considering our proposal and welcome you to be with us here for the next few minutes, possibility creating on behalf of our students.
Hello, I'm Nellie Tsai.
And I'm Nicole Madani, and we're math and science teachers at Northwood High School.
We're proposing a new course called Interdisciplinary Climate Exploration, ICE. The goal of the course is to empower students with knowledge and transdisciplinary leadership to address the challenges of climate change locally and globally.
In a moment, you're going to hear from some of our students. All of our students have a deep desire to learn in, from, and about a healthy environment and become caretakers of the people, land, water, and air in their communities.
We are asking for funding to get the materials we need to answer the call to actions from our students.
As the climate gets more uninhabitable as years go on, we need to protect our future generations from this.
An example of this was the fire that happened in Southern California over 2 years ago. A lot of kids in our school had to evacuate because the fire was too close and it was really unhealthy living conditions, and it even came onto our school, and this just goes to show how it's a really close problem and it affected us and the mental health of the students on our campus.
And this is why we need students from this generation to learn how our actions can impact the environment and what we can do to protect it.
We're here with this proposal because our students called us to act on their behalf, to equip them with tools and skills to be informed consumers of information and active change makers in and around our community. They are unambiguously calling on us to build a very different kind of integrated STEM experience to help them face the most pressing challenges of our time.
Thanks, Nicole. This graphic summarizes why this work is important. As you have heard from our students, there is a lot of eco-grief and anxiety about natural disasters related to climate change that are happening in our community, such as drought, flooding, and fire. By educating them about this topic and empowering them with actions, it creates a sense of hope that they can make changes. What we ultimately want is for students to be critical consumers of information and make informed decisions based on evidence. Students will develop complex understanding of climate change and use computational model to generate predictions. Students will learn different ways of modeling data, explore data ethics, and data science inquiry. We will also address how to evaluate credible sources on the subject. This is especially critical at this time because there is so much information out there. The course we are designing is based on experiential learning that is place-based and project-based. There are many resources in Irvine, such as Crystal Cove and the Irvine Ranch Conservancy. By taking students on field trips, they can experience what nature sounds like, feels like, and looks like, and learn from experts on the front lines of climate science exploration. This helps students appreciate nature and ecosystem services that we take for granted, such as clean air and water. Research and service learning will be a major component of the course. We want students to engage in college-level research where they read articles from primary sources, develop academic research skills, and make sense of messy data. This process will help students communicate about climate change in a meaningful way and connect their learning to community problem solving. For example, food waste has been connected to greenhouse gases and climate change. It is a problem at school, and students can design a solution to reduce food waste on campus. We are not just combining math and science. We are addressing sustainability from a transdisciplinary approach, where we integrate natural, social, and health sciences in a humanities context. We cannot address complex problems using one discipline. Students need to use multiple lenses to problem solve. Last but not least is to raise student voices so they can articulate climate change solutions to their peers and community members. Young people are passionate and are ready to take actions. Let's hear this from a student, then I'll hand it over to Nicole.
And I really feel passionate about what students can do to make a change. And I think at Northwood, a lot of students feel similarly, especially because we live in California, which is such a beautiful state. And we've really been seeing the effects of extreme weather patterns, from 3 years of drought to like the extreme flooding and storms that we're getting in such a short period of time. And so I think that it would be really helpful to have an outlet for students to be able to participate and express their voice through research or service projects, to show how much they care about the climate, so we can take a stand.
Thanks, Nellie, and thanks, Annabelle, for highlighting the need to create a very different kind of course experience. The structure of the course is designed to be high impact and designed to grow in scale and reach over time, inside our classroom, across our integrated core courses, on our campus, and in our surrounding community, with the goal of collaborating with our partners in different grade levels and across the district in the future. We'd also like to expand our current partnerships and collaborations with climate scientists, education researchers, and teachers from different states, with the hopes of growing the program in years to come. For this coming school year, we're piloting this project-based and place-based course with 11th and 12th grade students at Northwood, again, with the hopes to grow the program to 9th through 12th grade students and to our cross-district, community, and university-based partners to come. And I'll hand it over to Nellie.
Thanks, Nicole. What kind of data can we collect to measure the impact of this course? There are direct and indirect measures we can take. For direct evidence, we can collect traditional assessments such as in-class presentations, exams, and standardized tests. There are other authentic assessments such as performance in the student's ACE project, action for climate empowerment, score with a rubric, and evaluation of a student year-long portfolio. Indirect evidence is also important for us because it provides context for interpreting direct evidence. This is essential because part of our goals are aimed at cultivating dispositions, habits of mind, or attitudes necessary for students to succeed. Therefore, the evidence would include student-teacher individual conferences, student reflection and evaluations of the course, student engagement in classroom participations, interviews, and observation notes, pre-post questionnaire of student understanding of climate change. When we can build students' capacity to act as change makers, we know the program is successful.
We are very fortunate to have the potential opportunity to leverage site funds, reach out to our PTSA for funding, and we plan to reach out to community organizations to further this work. We would be absolutely remiss if we didn't give a huge shout out to our supportive team here at Northwood, who are an unbelievable resource for us. And again, thank you so much for your time. Please feel free to reach out to us if you have any questions.